Them ones there.
And we're back again. But
Blurker.
that NBA podcast
Hey. Clumsy elf.
And it's your boy, Professor Cornard.
It's your boy.
Professor Cornard.
Welcome back to another episode of that NBA podcast there. A UK-based NBA podcast. The greatest UK NBA podcast on the streets.
100%. And if you're watching us on YouTube, you follow us on Spotify, that NBA podcast there, which is that with a D-A-T and there with a D-E-R-E.
Link in the description anyway.
100%.
And if you're listening, go check us out on YouTube. Them ones there, that's D-E-M, 1-S-D-E-R-E. We post visuals for some of the topics that we discuss. And what topics are they, Professor?
Starting off with the Certiest Team of the Week.
Certiest Team of the Week.
Meaning the best team. Right after that, we follow it with the Deadest Team of the Week.
Meaning the worst team.
Then we go straight to who's popping, and who's flopping, and who's popping, and who's flopping. Basically, our players of the week and worst players of the week. Then we want to go to our rookies. Sometimes second-year players as well. We never know.
Our young buck watch. Rookies and sophomores. Then we move into Clumsy's conspiracy. Sorry.
No, do your thing. If you want to interrupt, you interrupt. Then we go Clumsy's conspiracies. Then I follow up with a little professor educated thought/guess.
Then we move into our home team check-ins. I'm an OKC fan. Professor is a Minnesota Timberwolves fan.
Timberwolves for the finals in 2022.
Then we move on to let's stick with the theme. We move on to them final thoughts there. That's DEM final thoughts. Not joking. Them final thoughts there. Follow, subscribe, sit back, enjoy. Let's get straight into our first topic. Certiest Team of the Week, Professor. Oh, disclaimer. We don't know who each of us has picked for each of these topics.
True.
Sometimes we could have the same, sometimes we could have different. I think the last 2 weeks, we've actually had the same Certiest Team of the Week. So let's see.
Will that carry on?
What?
You reckon that'll carry on?
I was about to say, let's see if we can get a hat trick.
Let's go. Team of the Week for me. This is a sleeper team. I don't think a lot of people are talking about this team.
Yeah.
The Team of the Week, weirdly, last week, in a quiet way, it's actually the Phoenix Suns. No.
Swear. I swear. I'm not lying. No cap. I swear.
You got the Phoenix Suns as well?
Phoenix Suns. You thought you got me. When you said that, the way you introduced it as well, I thought, oh my god, we haven't got the same one for the first time. And then the way you spud through the thing though.
I spud through the thing.
The knowledge is on point. Anyway, why are you saying? And I'll tell you why I said.
First of all, they went undefeated, so you got to give them that. For me, I think I'm just liking it because even though they were in the Western Conference Finals last year, they're kind of going under the radar a bit right now because they're not actually that big a story in the NBA. They don't have that storyline at the moment. Golden State has more clout. Lakers have more clout. Even the Clippers and Denver and Utah have. So they're actually quietly going under the radar. And bro, they went undefeated. I think they beat Memphis. Well, who else did they beat?
They beat Kings, Memphis, Portland, and Houston.
So not
the strongest competition.
Teams, but they went undefeated.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted. I was close to giving it to Golden State, but they dropped one to Charlotte.
If you had gone Golden State, I was close to giving it to the Clippers, but they dropped one to Chicago. So it's the same, but different.
Through the course of the week, obviously I'll talk about it. Through the course of the week, it was the Clippers. It was the one I was really leaning towards.
Yeah.
Then I don't know. For me, I just had to be like, oh wait, secretly Phoenix have won. Haven't they won like 6 in a row or something?
Eight. They've won 8 in a row.
2008, mate.
Also, one of my reasons why as well, not only have they won 8, but they haven't had DeAndre Ayton last week. He wasn't playing. He's out injured. So JaVale McGee, someone who I hold close to my heart from back in the day. Nice little dunk contest. What's the word?
He got robbed.
Contestant. Yeah, nice little dunk contestant.
Blake Griffin robbed him.
No, Blake Griffin robbed Serge Ibaka.
No, Blake Griffin robbed JaVale McGee, fam.
And Serge Ibaka. No, Serge Ibaka legitimately jumped from the free throw line.
Julius Erving. Let's get through this tangent.
Oh yeah, Julius Erving snaked Serge Ibaka. He was a hater. But JaVale McGee dunked in 2 hoops. Are you mad?
crazy.
That's crazy. Anyway, JaVale McGee, he had a nice little game last night. In fact, actually, he had a nice little 19 and 14 against Memphis. So he's obviously filling in the empty spot for DeAndre. But obviously, we know that they didn't re-sign DeAndre to his max deal, so it'll be interesting anyway. Obviously, hashtag Ayton to OKC.
And it's been under the radar because like these guys haven't had loud games. Like Chris Paul hasn't had a loud game yet. Like
the only games he's had they're not actually loud games, but they were only loud because he passed on the assist leaderboard. So they made it seem loud. Yeah, so it's historical moments as opposed to loud games.
Devin Booker hasn't been loud as well this season.
Especially this week. Obviously, I'll focus more on this week because it was the team of the week. But this week, he only averaged like 18 points. He's definitely a 25-point-a-game guy, easy. 100%. So the fact that he's only 18, obviously we said they played sort of like not the strongest opponents, but 4-0, Ayton's out, and Booker's not even scoring as many as he should. It just means that the hope I have for them last week, I didn't have that at the start of the season. Week 1, they were 1-3, I think. And it was like, Phoenix are looking booky. That's why week 1 means absolutely nothing. Even week 4 means nothing, but...
100%. It's still a long season, though. But shout out to Phoenix, bro.
Shout out to Phoenix.
Okay, let's go for Deadest Team. Have we ever had the same Deadest Team?
No, we've never had the same Deadest, but so I can't believe every single episode we've had the same Certiest Team of the week, because that's a joke.
Hopefully next week it changes. Hopefully.
And hopefully you guys, hopefully people actually believe that we don't know. Generally don't know what each other's picked. Deadest Team of the week. I'm going to go first this time.
Oh, do your thing.
My Deadest Team of the week this week is the Portland Trailblazers.
Oh. The thing about this guy, bro, you've been waiting to do this. I know you've been waiting to do this.
Let me rub my hands together. No, I had to give it to them.
The week, so yeah, why'd you give
it's weird. The reason I gave it to them is obviously they went 1-3, so that's one reason why I give it to them. And the main reason why I gave it to them is the teams that they lost to, that was the Clippers, Phoenix, and Denver, right? And they beat Houston, right? No, let me explain what I mean by it. Let me explain what I mean. Yeah. And obviously they beat Houston, so that's where the dub came from. No disrespect Houston fans, but you know what it is, 1-12.
Sorry.
Clippers, Phoenix, and Denver, right? Good teams. Yeah. It's not bad to lose to them.
No, not at all.
What to me that signified is that, and it's something that we definitely said in our off-season preview, head over to the YouTube to check those out, that nothing is different this year to last year or the year before. All I've realized when I watched that is you're not capable of beating the Clippers. You're not capable of beating Phoenix. You're not capable of beating Denver. You're not going to beat them in a 7-game series. And they're 3 teams that you are most likely going to come against in the Western Conference playoffs. So once again, all I'm seeing is the fact that you're going to get a first or second round exit again. And I'm not even going to lie to you, against the Nuggets, Dame wasn't playing, right? He was injured, right? Fair enough. Obviously, they lost anyway. But they got blown out by 29. So that also shows the same thing we've been saying every year. Without Dame, what's the point?
I was going to say, one reason why they've looked trashed it this year is because Damian Lillard isn't deadlift Damien anymore.
No, but he is, but he's just taking a few plates off the bar.
Yeah,
he's still carrying the team, but he's not carrying the team.
He's not lifting.
He's not carrying the team to the same level he was so far this season.
We're not getting that 40% from free Dame. We're shooting logo shots. Like we're not really seeing that this year. Like, maybe it's the new ball. Maybe it's Chauncey Billups and it's a head coach.
They change it.
Maybe it's a mental thing, and maybe he's actually finally looked at the team. Like he's written his album for the year. Done this little freestyle on I-95 and he's actually come back and been like,
is it worth it? Yeah. Is longevity in the NBA better?
And he has a window though, like because like he is in rumors, whether he likes it or not. He's in rumors with the Ben Simmons thing, and you probably maybe he's half in, half out. You never know.
And most times when players come out and say, "I'm not going, I'm not this," most likely they're leaving. But yeah, for me, Portland Trailblazers, deadest team of the week.
For me, the deadest team of the week, they were. I don't want to be disrespectful, but the fan base probably knew they would make it at least one of these weeks. Sacramento Kings, bro.
Sacramento Kings.
They lost all their games last week.
Yeah, they did.
And I don't want to say what a beautiful way to round it out, but your team is the deadest team in the week when at the end of the week or the start of the new week, we're seeing things saying that the coach is in the hot seat.
Then you're definitely
other way to put a cherry on top of the deadest team?
Definitely, I agree.
Now, same thing as you, not the same thing as you, but in just a different ballpark. So they lost to the Suns. That's expected. Like, we ain't known for them.
But remember, Ayton isn't playing though. But we already established that JaVale McGee's filling up.
When we're talking about our league, that's a lot more competitive now, and we've got the playing tournament to look forward to. The Spurs and the OKC, like Timberwolves, like that's their group. That's the group. Who the Kings are with, and they lost to the Spurs and they lost to.
Say it.
Okay.
I've been waiting for you to say it. I've been waiting for you to say it.
They lost to your team, and I watched that game, just the start of it, and I saw their arrogance. I mean, for some reason, they thought they were going to win that game.
And can I tell you why they lost? You can tell that they thought that because the game plan wasn't there. And at the end of the day, right, I'll definitely be mentioning this in my home team check-in. But why, on a game-winning play, right, why are you ISOing against the OKC's best defensive player on the team? That made no sense. I don't want to get into deep because I'll talk about it again anyway. But yeah.
For me, they've lost all their games last week. The coach is in the hot seat. They have a player who they drafted in the same draft as Trae Young, Luka Doncic, who they drafted second in that draft.
No, there was a whole list of players for that draft, and they were saying that teams flopped.
They picked Marvin Bagley. He's not even playing, bro. Yeah. And it's not like, I don't even want to say he's what's the word?
Scrub.
I don't want to say he's a scrub because I don't even think.
But you are though.
No, but bro, he hasn't even
had a chance though.
The floor enough for me to even know if he's a scrub. Know. He's not playing. He's walking, being told to come into games. He's shrugging it off.
Oh yeah.
The team's messy right now. And another player. No, I'll save that. I'll save it for later. I'll save it for.
Oh, is there an educated guess?
Nah.
Oh, flopping and popping. Hey.
100%.
Yeah.